Hey guys, this is my reporter about diversity and inclusiveness. Rubens was an early representative of the Baroque. He was born in Germany, studied painting in Italy, and received the Catholic baptism in childhood, making religion a very important theme in Rubens' career as a painter. The exhibition in Toronto allows different people to appreciate the presentation of Rubens' early art. Yayoi Kusama is an avant-garde artist from Japan. I was lucky to be able to see her works in Toronto. The use of small round bubbles and large mirrors to infinitely reflect space installation has resulted in quality, visually physically works and different cultural experience. Next part is Cornelius Krykov. He is a Dutch-Canadian painter that continued between Europe and Aboriginal people in his early painting in a consistent theme. Later, the most famous are his Canadian landscape painting and Canadian outdoor life painting, which have been highly sought after his day. Around 1946, he moved to Montreal with his wife. He attended the Montreal Social Artist Salon. While in Montreal, he made with friends with the Mohawks who lived in the Kahnawake Indian Reservation and made many statues for them, which he later used to create oil painting. The following two painters are Emily Carr and Lauren Harris. They studied painting in France and Berlin, respectively, and later returned to Canada. Their overseas painting experience has made their painting more exclusive. Karol Ashbelka is a recognized Canadian Inuit artist. He used wool fossil to create works related to Inuit religion, likely broad eyes, open mouth, traced body feature, and cut lines. This part is talk about ROM. ROM is mind context, archaeology, and art and biology. There are various collections in the museum, such as Hmong, Chinese, Muslim, and so on. It's also illustrate and diversity and inclusion of the culture in Chinese Muslim. This place great to impress of function and location. Generally, after the Muslims are buried and cannot be moved, the museum of display Han Dynasty Buddha statues, large blue and white present visual print with the West religions, several crucifix, huge yuan model for Shanxi statue of Buddha statues, and a three-color Luohan attic. Enter the Museum of Chinese Cultural Relics Exhibit Hall. A large number of Chinese art treats such as crystal, bronze, artificial bones, and dicing. In the Chinese Temple exhibition room, a large number of Buddha statues and murals have artistic audience for all over the world. The six statues of Shankar, the statues Lot and Han Buddha, the statues of Guan Yin, Menjun, and Puxian with the charm of the ancient Chinese Buddha statue art. In a line in Toronto's Chinatown, generally to the west, a Chinese traditional story shows the inn here. This is an inclusion presentation of culture. From here, I use some examples to think about what is diversity and inclusiveness. For example, in China, KFC and McDonald's have introduced Chinese favorite foods such as porridge and rice in response to local eating habits. As a city seat in Asia, Singapore is also a very multicultural country. Of ethnic Chinese came from South China. Also, their traditional culture has been fused with the local ethnic culture and has been influenced by many Western cultures, and the tradition of the Spring Festival remain unchanged. Traditional Malay cuisine include coconut milk and Malay noodles. Is very favorite Singapore street food. Eurasians blend European and Asian history. The first Eurasian came to live in the early 19th century. A few years after the British expelled Singapore, although there are a few Eurasians, it has profoundly affected the country of Singapore. Pernikins shows the unique charms of the region multicultural faction, so the paintings are the best proof of diversity. While maintaining their own unique cultural characteristic, they have gradually integrated into Chinese Singapore, and their unique cultural characteristics are most notable in their diet and traditional clothing. That's all for my reporter. Thanks for your watching.